Hi everyone, I'm Nancy.
And I'm Stephanie.
And if you enjoy our show, please like and subscribe.
And hit that notification bell.
We're also on Instagram at TWiN, and you can also find us on X. A lot of you have left comments, and we appreciate all the comments. Like, we read everything. Also on YouTube, we love talking to you guys. You guys take the time to write the comments, so we take the time to read them and respond to as many as we can. There's about 50% of you that are really on the fence about when Megan went to the Los Angeles Children's Hospital. I can understand. She did look very fuller, boxier in those shots. And she was also wearing the outfit she wore to meet the Queen.
At Frogmore.
Yeah. At Frogmore. There's lots of talk that picture of them at Frogmore has been manipulated in some way. They weren't really there. Masson had taken it earlier. There's just lots of speculation about the entire birthday shots of Betty. There's no concrete proof, but there is speculation. And the fact that there is speculation, I do believe that somehow the picture of Betty was manipulated in some way. I don't believe for a second that I don't know. That picture always looked weird to me. But there you go. Anyways, allegedly. This is why Stephanie and I really, truly believe that these pictures were taken March 21st. They were both in LA. They had that Kinsey art gallery thing to do that night, okay? They were doing a twofer. They wanted both these stories to come out on Friday the 22nd. They knew there was going to be a royal announcement. The reason we knew was because Omid Scobie knew there was going to be a royal announcement early because he did that stupid alarm clock thing and then later took it down.
We knew.
So,
they knew. They knew.
I'm sure they still have some sort of pipeline to the palace.
There's a leak.
Not a leak.
I think there's a leak.
Not a leak like they know personal information about what's going on with Catherine.
I never said that. I said there is a leak.
I'm sure there's a pipeline.
Yes.
So this came up. I always go to the local news because local news doesn't tend to fabricate things.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I still read the local paper if I want news. So Fox 11 says Meghan Markle visits Children's Hospital Los Angeles for story time. The pictures came out yesterday on the 3rd. Videos and photos shared by Children's Hospital Los Angeles show the Duchess on her March 21st visit as part of the hospital's month-long Make March Matter campaign.
She wanted that royal announcement to be something small. She wanted it to be like, they're changing around this royal duty, and then now Queen Camilla is going to go to Scotland instead of something like that.
Something silly.
And then they would have their twofers on the 22nd.
Yeah.
No one knew Princess Catherine was going to be diagnosed with cancer, guys.
Now, this is the thing about the pictures of her at the art museum and at the Children's Hospital. Meghan is gaunt these days. Now, just by looking at her face, she can be as skinny as she wants, but as far as looking gaunt, she looks very gaunt.
Well, the smoking's catching up with her.
Allegedly.
Allegedly,
Stephanie thinks she smokes a pack a day.
I think she's a chain smoker.
Yeah.
I believe she's on Ozempic. Yeah. I do. I think if Oprah is promoting it, I think she's on it definitely.
So if you're not taking care of yourself, if you're on medicine that is meant for people with diabetes and you're not living a very healthy lifestyle, again, you can be as skinny as you want, but you also can look very unhealthy, which is what I think Meghan looks in those pictures. This was her at South by Southwest. So here is her at the hospital. Now, I know she does look a little fuller, but because of her boxy frame, she's always going to have that fullness about her if she chooses to wear skirts. Now, a woman like her, if I was her stylist, I would say no to skirts, period.
Yeah.
Unless it was like the Tom Ford pencil skirts and they could just like put her in that. But the problem with this skirt is when you have a box, like I can't wear skirts. I would love to wear skirts.
I can tell you one time, Nancy ordered a maxi dress, and do you remember that craziness?
That was a nightmare.
Nancy ordered a maxi dress online, and she saw it, and it was this model with a long torso.
Yeah.
We got it. Nancy put it on.
It looked awful.
It's just Nancy.
Terrible.
It just doesn't work. So Megan wearing that kind of skirt is going to make her look a little more fuller.
Now, I'm going to speculate here, guys. I don't think that's her hair. I don't. I really don't. I think that's a Kardashian style, either extensions or wig.
Yeah, it's extensions.
Something's going on.
But see, that's the thing, is that everyone's saying, well, then that night it looked thinner.
Exactly. But that's the thing about extensions and a wig. You can change it up for a different event. The Kardashians do this all the time.
I know.
Okay, there's another picture of her. Again, because she has the mask, I think it's fooling people into thinking she looks healthier than she already is. Her arms are covered, which makes it look healthier than she already is. But look at her hand and her wrist. She does not look like a healthy person. She's got bags under her eyes.
See, guys, it's not going to look as sharp as the pictures in People magazine because it's taken from a video.
I mean, look at her face here. It's obviously been airbrushed. She doesn't have any wrinkles in her forehead. Her hair doesn't look oily. It looks shiny.
But you could even tell by her arm in that sheer blouse how skinny her arm is in that picture. You know, the blouse is definitely taking that away from our senses, our sight right now. You know.
Okay, here's another picture where I panned in on her hands. It just does not look like a healthy person is under those clothes. It does look like Meghan Markle present day.
Thin Meghan Markle.
Yeah, and
Ozempic Meghan Markle.
Yeah, and I'm not mad at anybody that still thinks that these are old pictures. I think you have every right to believe that. I just think with Meghan, we need to pick our battles. This is a huge war that we are going to win. But these are little battles. And this is for people that think this was her visiting this hospital during the pandemic, during the whole Netflix filming time. California was just like Oregon. We were in lockdown, guys. We couldn't go to the park. We couldn't stare at our neighbors. Like, I remember when it was like 5 people to a house.
Yeah.
It was just so militant. And you had to follow the rules. You would get fined. If you went to a park, if you took your dog to the dog park, like seriously, a cop car would pull up. I'm not kidding when I say this. So California was worse than Oregon, and Oregon was really bad. So as far as people saying, well, she was wearing a mask, was this during the pandemic? No. The hospitals were in lockdown.
Yeah, okay. And we also have to remember, guys, she was wearing the mask because when you're in front of terminally ill children, you have to wear a mask for germs. And that is just hospital protocol. Immediately when she walked out of that room, she took the mask off and she took a picture with the nurses. Now, if this was during the pandemic, those masks would not be taken off at all. She's still indoors.
She would not even be allowed in that hospital. There were people that their spouses would, like, let's say, break their arm, and they couldn't even go visit them in the emergency room. That's how bad it was. So this was definitely not during the pandemic. I love that it's the Panda Express floor. I love Panda Express. Panda Express was my go-to meal after a day of snowboarding. I would go to Mountain High, and then we would come down, and there was a Panda Express on Ventura Boulevard, and I would go there. Oh, it's so good. Comfort food. And then I just wanted to show people a picture of her that night. Again, looking gaunt. And for all we know, that could be different hair. We don't know.
Or the hair just got flatter, guys. It could have been curlier with more volume at the hospital. And then obviously as the day goes by, your hair gets flatter. It's
not like Megan's gonna fix herself.
I'm not upset with the conspiracy theories. Nancy and I just wanted to address it so you guys feel like we listen to you, because we truly do. We're reading all the comments. So we're on the same side here. And it was confirmed that these pictures at the hospital were taken on the 21st by People magazine, by the hospital, and by her camp. So I'm just going by the dates here.
Yeah, and it was verified that this night, this art gallery night, took place on March 21st.
Right.
Because that's when Sussex Squad was finding these selfies and posting them on their page. I mean, we can only give you what we think, and that's what we think. I welcome all different kinds of theories. You know, hey, if I'm proven wrong and she did pull one over us, then I'm wrong. And you know what? I wouldn't put it past her to do something like that.
Yeah, but then, you know what? Then the hospital would have been involved in that lie, because the hospital confirmed the dates.
But the hospital is a Kardashian hospital.
But that's what I'm saying. Could you imagine how much trouble they would get in if they were part? You know, if people are really dodging a bullet for Meghan in that way. Now we're talking about hospitals doing this.
Yeah,
that would be incredible and shocking. But would it be?
So let's move on to the story I wanted to talk about today. This UCLA guy, man, what a jerk. Exclusive. UCLA's race and equity director is spreading vile conspiracy that Kate's cancer is fake while being paid $126K. So why won't university fire him? Well, there's a lot of reasons why UCLA will not fire this guy. And I really don't have to put it in this video. I'm sure you guys know why they're not going to fire this guy. Do I even have to say it? After the Princess of Wales revealed her devastating cancer diagnosis last month, many hoped the feeding frenzy over her withdrawal from public life would finally stop. And while some conspiracy peddlers have apologized, including celebrities like Andy Cohen, other key players, particularly those on social media, have doubled down on their harassment of the sick princess. Posting to some 31,000 followers, Perkins 37 flaunts his credentials as a public academic, higher education attorney, lecturer, and podcast co-host, of course, adding, not a little ironically, that he is devoted to creating a more and just equal society. Sure he is. Unless it's people he doesn't like. Among his many recent posts about the princess, most malicious are his accusations that she is a known liar and that he does not believe she has cancer. He has also said that Kate does not deserve my respect, that she should be in a coma or dead, and that the royal family is using the cancer card to cover for something else. This guy seriously needs to get fired. On Easter Sunday, he cruelly joked, wait, isn't Kate Middleton supposed to rise today? Wow. Wow.
Your voice just went all ultrasonic there, dude.
Let's look at some of his tweets. He goes by J Perk. FYI, this is an American Princess Meghan Markle stan account. Okay, she's not a princess. A cancer survivor, I can confirm society treats cancer like a death sentence, patients like pitiful weaklings. I personally do not believe Kate Middleton has cancer. The royals presume cancer's chemo's mere vague mention would quash concerns re Kate's absence. It mostly did. But what if Kate Middleton is in a coma or dead? Oh my goodness. King Chuck and Kate do not deserve my respect. Really and truly wondering if Kate Middleton is still alive. Hi, hello. I'm a cancer survivor who spent years as Leukemia Lymphoma Society's youngest board member. Like many, at first I didn't know whether to believe Kate Middleton actually has cancer or whether the royal family was using the cancer card to silence speculation. Now I'm sure. Too dim to see all royal family communications are scripted, these media illiterate Brits discuss the princess like a close pal. Kate did not request privacy. Their comms team wrote Kate delivered a vague statement hoping an ambiguous cancer mention would nix future inquiries. Wait, but where's Kate Middleton and her kids? This stinks to high heaven. I wonder if Kate Middleton has cancer. Now, this was all after Princess Catherine said she had cancer. I mean, this is just cruel what he's doing. And just the fact that he admits that he's a Meghan Markle stan account, there you go. These are the people that are in her crowd. These are the people that she's unleashing into the world. This is her. This is all her.
Now, we are for freedom of speech, But we also believe UCLA should fire this guy.
100%.
Anyone can say what they want. We live in America. Duh. But UCLA, you need to stand up and fire this dude, because that is just unacceptable behavior. And if you want your name behind that, then that's on you. It's up to them to take the trash out. You know what I mean?
So they made a statement. In a statement to dailymail.com, a UCLA spokesperson said statements on Perkins' personal social media account don't reflect the views of the university. UCLA's values seek to foster open-mindedness, understanding, compassion, and inclusiveness among all in our diverse community, they added. This is the problem with that statement. If Perkins went to them and they said, I don't like the way that Gina Carano put on her Twitter account, respect pronouns on her Twitter account, Disney should fire her, which Disney did because she had a personal Twitter account and they fired her because of the pronouns thing.
And it's on company time. Everyone always says, oh, it's personal Twitter. Well, when do you think he's writing that stuff?
Yeah.
It's on their time, and you're paying him to sit there and write all this hate. 100%. And of course, then this came up from all our friends on Twitter. We want to thank Salty Duchess for bringing this to my attention. It says, surprise, surprise to no one, but Archwell is linked to UCLA.
God.
You want to read that, Nance?
Archewell Foundation is establishing the Archewell Foundation Fund for the UCLA Center for Critical Internet Inquiry. That's censorship, basically. Under the shared leadership of acclaimed researchers, Professor Nobody Cares. The fund will support the goals and overall mission. Reimagining technology. See, this is the problem. Anytime you want to reimagine anything, that is code for we want to reimagine technology in a way that only things that we agree with will be put on the internet and things we don't agree with will be censored. And strengthening democracy through culture making and public policy work. Public policy work. There's Meghan and Harry again, trying to influence public policy. That is not their jobs.
It's also it's disturbing to see the link to Archwell now in UCLA. It makes more sense why they're not going to fire this guy. So, and again, we found some who sent me this one. With Eyes Wide Shut sent me this one. She goes, exactly, all roads lead to Montecito, paid for by Archwell. It's blurry, but I'll read it to you guys. At the very bottom highlighted, it says UCLA Foundation. It gives the address to UCLA, and then it says Fellowship in Research, Critical Internet Inquiry. So they did give a donation. All roads lead to Archwell. Finally, I just wanted to remind everybody, we got another pay-to-play situation here with UCLA. Oh, look at that, UCLA, and they welcome the Kardashians with open arms, and they even dedicated a wing to the Kardashians. So we know exactly what's going on here. This clearly has been manipulated by UCLA. They want us to think like it's no big deal.
This is why this is why parents really need to rethink sending their kids to universities like that, because I mean, there's this ideology going on that didn't happen when we were kids. I mean, I don't remember any of this happening on universities when we were kids. I mean, I remember like being able to have different opinions. I mean, I was super lefty when I got into university. I was like, from Portland. Nobody can disagree with me, but I still accepted other people's views. I mean, I dated a Mormon once. I mean, it's just so interesting to me. But this ideology, guys, this is dangerous, and they're teaching it. They really, I don't want to sound like, Fox News, but they really are teaching it to your kids. I mean, this is bad.
Yeah, but we just have to remember that is why they're not going to fire this guy.
Oh, no.
The roads are leading to money, and money and donors are the only thing these pay-to-play hospitals, universities care about. Yeah. That's it. They don't care about people like the small people, the common people, the middle class people. They just care about the billions of dollars that are going to trickle in.
Yeah.
And it's, again, when I saw that, Archwell is giving donations now to UCLA, and now the hate speech isn't going to get corrected. Does it shock you?
Nope.
No,
Nope.
It makes perfect sense. And it's got Kris Jenner's grubby little mitts all over it.
Yeah, I mean that guy. That is very
That's hate
upsetting.
speech.
I mean,
it's hate speech.
It's just really
And
huge
and
misinformation.
And again, if you want to say that, dude, we live in America. Nancy and I are the first person to say what you want, okay? But hate speech is hate speech, and UCLA is responsible for their employees.
Yeah, you guys aren't like a warehouse. You're not Canada Dry where people are driving trucks. These people are teaching the children.
Yeah.
Okay, that is why you have a responsibility to say, like I said, if Ben Shapiro was working there and he was doing this whole thing on pro-Israel, Palestine should not exist stuff, they get rid of Ben Shapiro as a professor right away. I mean, I just don't understand the difference.
It's a money trail, dude.
It's crazy to me.
Trail.
No, it's an ideology, and it's got to.
No,
this is crazy.
We also found the money trail just now.
Well,
so,
that too.
Yeah.
Today's animal rescue is Paws of Austin, and they started out as a Great Dane rescue, which is really important because Great Danes, they have a lot of issues as they get older. But they concentrate on promoting public awareness regarding animal welfare issues, pet healthcare, disaster preparedness, which is really important in Austin, Texas, and most importantly, the necessity of spaying and neutering. They are a great organization. Please go take a look at them. I will put their link in the description below. Share it with friends and family. It really does help.
We always love Austin.
Yeah.
Austin, Texas.
Austin, Texas.
Austin. How's the weather over at Austin,
It's
Texas?
like 80.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's gonna suck. I have to go to Austin next week. It's gonna be warm, so I hate going from like the cold to warm. Maybe I'll like it. I don't know.
You know, it's a different warm. It's a humid warm.
I know.
I think that's why you don't like it. Yeah. We should do We should do a little experiment with your hair in the humidity. The heat. You should curl it like Megan did at the hospital in the morning, and then at night, don't touch it and see if it flattens out.
We'll flatten.
There we go. There
I'll
we
do
go.
that
To
for
all
you
the
guys.
skeptics out there,
Yeah.
we believe that it was taken on the first day, guys.
And I'll wear a mask during the day.
Wear a mask during the day. I sit by the pool. Go do that.
I'm not in swimsuit. I'm not in confident swimsuit.
Oh, stop.
Wearing a
Don't
tire.
say
yet,
that. Don't say
but I'm getting there.
She always says that, and she has a great body. I don't know
No.
why she says that.
Okay, guys.
All right. Love you guys.
I'm gonna go
See
do
you
some
soon.
sit-ups. I'll go see you later. Bye.